Hi guys, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the WTCR series on GT Sport. We're getting ready for a start here for race 3 at Brands Hatch of round 3. So again, revs are going to rise. So task 1 on pole position from Neil Farmack, TY, Nick Hash and Callum. We're getting ready for the lights to go out in this one. Revs rising, away we go. Good start by task 1, obviously in the 4-wheel drive. Bidzster a bit slower at the back because of the front wheel drive. As we go down towards Paddock Bend, 3 wide in the middle, Nick Hash, Neil Farmack, Jamo. Callum trying to get in there as well, as they all come hurtling up towards Druids. Into Druids we go, Neil Farmack under attack from Callum, but no way through. As everyone goes round Druids, Bidzster still in 7th place with seat 1 on the outside. As we come down the hill, then we've got, oh, Callum gets forced onto the grass. Callum goes onto the grass there. So was that his own mistake or was he squeezed? Again, we'll get a replay after the first lap. So we're going down onto the GP section now. Everyone up there as Neil Farmack gets passed around the outside by Nick Hash. So Nick Hash maintains 3rd place. Jamo in 5th. And we've got Callum going backwards there. Growly Bear in 8th place. I know Callum's got full weight on as it is, but still squeezing all the way down the order. As we look at Neil Farmack into Hawthorne with Jamo behind him, Bidzster on the attack as well. So task 1, TY, Nick Hash, Neil Farmack, Jamo, Bidzster, and then we've got this pack back here. Stacker under attack from Callum, practically pushing him through there. As the others go up towards Dingledell, Jamo and Bidzster go through there, and then here's the other pack. Led by seat 1 with Growly Bear right behind him. And we've got Neil Farmack under attack here from Nick Hash. Nick Hash on the inside as we come towards Clearways. On the inside, dives into the corner but goes too wide. Neil Farmack gets back up the inside. Jamo wanted a piece of this as well. Bidzster looking up the inside. TY's off the road. TY's rally crossing. Trying to entertain the crowd on the main straight. That's not going to help him out at all. Task 1 gets a bit more of a lead then. Neil Farmack under attack from Jamo. Bidzster attacking Jamo. Everyone attacking everyone. Brilliant. It's practically a mini little war as we go up towards Druids. Bidzster on the inside, takes the inside, gets past Jamo and Nick Hash. Nick Hash hung out to dry. Seat 1 wanted a bit of the action now as we go down towards Grey Mill Bend. Brilliant stuff here. So we'll quickly get that replay in from the first lap. Okay, here's a replay of what happened on the first lap between Jamo and Callum. So we're going down towards Grey Mill Bend now, out of Druids. So you see Jamo comes across, he doesn't even see that Callum's there probably, or doesn't even give him enough racing room, one or the other, and leaves Callum in a slide which takes him back down to the back end of the grid. As we come back, Bidzster runs a bit wide there, but he's going to try and get a cut back onto the straight. Jamo right behind him, TY's off the road! TY's off the road, bang into the wall. Just too wide on the exit and all the way back down the order. One mistake ruins your whole race. As we look at Bidzster and Neil side by side into Hawthorne, Bidzster gets 2nd place. So Bidzster on the move here with no weight in that Scirocco. That Scirocco goes really well round here. As we look a bit further back, Stacker, and there's TY after his mistake. Back down to 8th position. Not good for TY here. So really not good for TY in this race. Remember, he has got 3rd place weight on from the last one as well. We all know the rear wheel drive ones do not carry weight very well. So we'll see how that will unfold during the race. Callum's still back in 10th after the first lap incident with Jamo. There's Nick Hash. There he is in 5th place through Clearways. Got some good pace in that Mazda in this one. There's Nick Hash. But again, he's carrying 2nd place weight in this race. So we've got to be careful. Both Mazdas quite heavy in this one. Seat 1 goes a bit wide there, probably going to leave himself vulnerable for Growly Bear up towards Druids, goes defensive. Growly Bear looks for the inside, but no, looks around the outside, but no way through. Everyone line astern at the minute. As you look at the leaders, Task 1, Bidzster's closing on Task 1 here, so Bidzster closing up to Task 1, fastest lap of the race. I know it was only the second lap, but still the fastest one of everyone. As he goes a bit wide there, almost ends up going round onto the Indy circuit, but can't be doing that all the time. As we look a bit further back, there's seat 1, he's attacking Growly Bear, attacking Nick Hash, and Growly Bear's attacking him. So seat 1, Nick Hash and Growly Bear all together down towards Hawthorne. Nick Hash on the inside. Seat 1's going to try and keep round the outside in that orange BMW. It's a very funny looking red. As we go round Westfield, seat 1 gets ahead of Nick Hash then. Growly Bear waits in the wings, TY closing up to the back as well. as we look at Bidzster now in the lead. Bidzster takes the lead from Task 1. We missed how that changed, but Neil Farmack's going to have a look at him now. Neil Farmack's going to get past Task 1. We'll have a look at it. Or will Task 1 keep it on the brakes? Yes, he's going to keep it on the brakes. Will Neil Farmack go for the switchback? He can't. Hits the grass. So we'll just get a quick replay on how the lead changed. Okay, here's a replay of how Bidzster took the lead of the race then from Task 1. To see Task 1 gets a bit of a bad run down through that corner, hits the dirt. Bidzster moves out, snaps out to the inside, up the inside he goes. Both go completely side by side through Westfield. Down towards Dingledale we go, still side by side, but Bidzster's got the inside for the next corner and up over the curb and takes the lead. As we come back from that, Seat 1 is now ahead of this bunch, so Seat 1 ahead of Nick Hash. Growly Bear in 7th, TY 8th, and then Stacker in 9th, who's closing up slowly as well. Yeah, Stacker, and then we've got Firepower at the back, still struggling a bit more in this one. There's Callum with all the weight on. There's a look at Seat 1 and Nick Hash, close together for 5th place. Down into Graham Hill. Ben Growly goes a bit wide there, almost hits the back of Nick Hash. If he did, I think Nick will be a bit quite grateful just to give him a little boost. Every little helps. As we go up towards the GP section now, around this long left-hander, very hard corner, very hard to find the apex for. And you go wide and you lose a load of time down this straight. Everyone, you've got to get this corner perfect, otherwise you lose time. As you look at Jamo attacking Neil Farmack now, so Jamo on the move towards the podium places as Nick Hash being harassed by Growly Bear in the Evo. So Growly Bear in the Evo. And now he's now being harassed by TY. One little mistake and TY's right on you. As you're going towards Dingledale. TY over Dingledale, very nicely there. Stacker through as well. Then we've got Firepower's in 11th. He's catching right up to the back of Callum here, so that's a good little scrap at the back as well. There's a look at Neil Farmack and Jamo. So Task 1 from Neil Farmack, so that's 2nd and 3rd. Jamo in 4th. Bidzster's pulling away in the lead a bit. As we look a bit further back, we've got Growly Bear and TY still quite close together through Paddock Bend. TY gets a decent run through there, but can't quite get close enough with the run up to Druids. As Growly Bear goes up the inside of Nick Hash, but he just tries to have a little go at Nick Hash, but then has to defend from TY as well. So entertaining stuff. As we look at Jamo still closing up on Neil Farmack here. Up towards the GP section, goes a bit wider, gets the turn in, gets a good run out of the corner. Again, this is where the Lexus will shine, because the Lexus has got some decent acceleration here. We go down the bottom end of the GP loop, down towards Hawthorne. Through Hawthorne, the very fast right-hander. This is where the Neil Farmack will pull away a little bit, because that's where the front-wheel drive is really good around the long, fast corners. Brilliant stuff up on the curb, using every single inch of road you can. As you look back, Growly Bear in 6th place is now ahead of Nick Hash. TY in 8th. He's closed up on Nick Hash as well now, so Nick Hash that weight in that Mazda not helping him out at all. Callum still stuck in 10th place with Firepower right behind him. As we go out onto back towards the Indy circuit as Callum starts rally crossing there. So pushing quite hard. He's done his personal best lap of the race, but it's nowhere near the times of the front runners because of the weight on board. So unlucky there for Callum. As we look to 2nd place, Task 1 has fallen back into the hands of Neil now, and he's brought Jamo with him. So the battle for 2nd place is on as Jamo has a little look for 3rd place. Neil has to defend the inside at the last minute. Now Neil and Task 1 have had their fair share of coming together in the past, so let's see what happens here. As we go in towards Graham Hill Bend, Neil Farmack goes a bit wide. That's what he's going to do. He's going to go wide, and Jamo's going to get right behind him now. Will Jamo have a look into the GP loop, or will he wait? He's going to have a little poke. Neil Farmack gets a bit scared there, runs a bit wide, but no way through there for Jamo. As we go on to the straight. As we look back, Growly Bear in 6th, Nick Hash still with TY behind him. Stacker's closed up to the back of this pack now as well, so Stacker's well and truly in the mix now. Stacker's come back to haunt them as Stacker goes to the outside on TY. Look at the overspeed, no weight and front wheel drive power as we go right round. As he goes right round the outside of TY. Fantastic move, brilliant move there from Stacker. You don't see that done on TY very often. Brave stuff in the Spitfire coloured Audi. So Team Spitfire get into 8th place, and then we've got Growly Bear next target for Stacker. As we look at Growly Bear, Whoa! Growly goes off, so Nick Hash, the next target for Stacker there, as TY closes up on him. Meanwhile, battle for second well and truly still on. Task 1 ahead of Neil Farmack for now, we'll see. There's Bidzster, he's in the lead, he's into Paddock Hill Bend, fastest lap of the race 2 laps ago as well, so definitely in the groove here. Task 1 second place, still got to cover off from Neil. He does it very well there because the Subaru's quite good in the tighter corners, especially around here. If we look a bit further back, we've got Seek 1, we've got Growly Bear, then we've got Nick Hash, Stacker and TY all still very close together into Druids. And out down the hill, there's Nick Hash, there's Stacker, number 56. Out over the curb, brilliant camera angle here as we look down towards the GP loop up through Surtees onto the GP loop. TY closes right up to the back of Stacker, practically pushing him around that corner, saying, come on, hurry up, I've got much more speed through there. As we look at the back, we've got Firepower and Callum, they're still battling out for 10th place as much as the others are for second place. As they go side by side down towards Hawthorne. And Callum maintains the position for now. Firepower gonna have a little look, but no. Task 1 second. Jamo's up to third, so Jamo's got past Neil Farmack there. Jamo passes Neil Farmack as we just go to over the halfway point in this race. Jamo into third in the Tide Lexus. Neil closes right up in the Spitfire Audi of Spitfire Audi, closes right up to the back of Jamo. Well, then Jamo pulls away on the straight. So then we've got Seek 1. Growly Bear's caught to Seek 1 now, so Growly Bear catches up to Seek 1 a bit. That could be an interesting battle in a few laps. Meanwhile, Neil Farmack will ever go at Jamo into Druids, has to think about it, but no way through. As we look back at Nick Hash, there he is, and Stacker with TY going up the inside into Druids. TY goes right up the inside into Druids. Stacker doesn't even bother to fight. Oh, a little tap there as he goes past. But TY gets through on Stacker into 8th place. So every point counts as Callum and Firepower still battling it out there, and no change in that battle. And now Jamo is right on the back of Task 1, and he's got the overspeed in that Lexus. The Subaru's got no answer to the top speed of the Lexus, and Jamo straight through on the inside. Task 1 tries to fight it out around the outside, but no, he can't do it. The Lexus has got too much overspeed into the corner, so Jamo into second place then. And now you've got to chase after Bidzster, who's about another 7 seconds up the road. Dingledell. Round into Sterling's. Neil Farmack closes up on the Subaru. He's close, he's going for a move. He's going to the outside. Task 1's going to defend it for his life, otherwise he's going to have the place took as he goes up the inside. Not giving up. Oh, a little tap there. I am not giving up this place. Neil Farmack, you're going to fight harder than that. As he goes onto the straight, Task 1 will keep to the inside to try and cover the inside line off. Neil Farmack will go to the outside with the speed of the Audi into Paddock Hill Bend. The Subaru keeps the inside, and he can just keep on the line as well. Will Neil Farmack go for the inside into Druids? Yes, he is. Dive up the inside, but runs wide. Task 1's going to get straight back up the inside. Thank you very much. Have that, sunshine. So Neil Farmack gets a bit carried away with himself there, just outbrakes himself. And Task 1 resumes third place. As we look at Nick Hash, TY and Stacker, still in the same order. And then we've got Callum and Firepower still battling it out for 10th place. Good little scrap this. This is not where Callum will want to be though. He'll want to be up the front, but he's down in 10th place after that first lap incident with Jamo. So 10th place for Callum so far. As we look at Task 1 and Neil still battling it out. So the Subaru still stays in front of the Audi. The Audi goes to the inside for Westfield. He's going to dive up the inside. Task 1 turns in and finds an Audi there. So Neil Farmack, a bit of a forceful move, but goes up the inside. So Task 1 goes for his normal line and can't really get into the apex. So it's a good move that by Neil. As now Seek 1 closes right up, so it's a pack of 4 now. So Task 1 a bit over the curb there. Seek 1 and Growly Bear close right up. So it's gone from a 2-car battle to a 4-car battle now. Can Neil Farmack pull away from this group? Go across the straight to start lap 10. Lap 10 of the race about to begin. Over the line. One mistake could see a position change into Paddock Hill Bend. Task 1 gets a good run, but still not close enough to challenge Neil yet. Neil still defends the inside a little bit, just in case of any dives, but no need to defend too much into there, really. As we go down to Graham Hill Bend, through goes Task and Growly, just cutting the inside a little bit, but no harm done in that, just a tiny bit. Have we got a car off? Yes, Nick Hash is off in the background. Nick Hash goes off in the background now. Was that help? Was that with help, or was that by himself? We'll get a replay. Okay, here's the replay of what happened to Nick Hash then. So he's right behind Stacker, and watches he comes out the corner, just taps the grass, gets the power on, then the car goes one way, then the other, then hits the wall, runs out of room, and then Callum and Firepower go straight through. So as we come back from that then, back to this group here. Neil Farmack followed by Seat 1 and Task 1. Into Hawthorne. Seat 1 gets a good run in the BMW here. Will he go up the inside to Westfield? He's just going to show the nose, but no way through yet. Growly Bear waiting to pick up any spoils as Neil Farmack goes off. Neil Farmack goes off, but maintains the position, so just kicks up a bit of dust there, making me panic. As Seat 1 goes, Seat 1 with a tang slapper of the year, right off the curb onto the grass, and Growly Bear goes, thank you very much, I'll take that. But Seat 1's scaring himself and me there as he tries to go up the inside again, but no, just showing the nose, but no way through. Growly Bear keeps the 5th place. One to the straight, both cars quite evenly matched on the top end speed as we go into Paddock Hill Bend. Growly Bear runs a bit wide, Seat 1 gets up the inside, Growly Bear just leaves that little bit of a door open, and Seat 1's in there like a stabbed rat into Druids and straight up the inside. Textbook stuff. Growly Bear just left the door slightly open and straight through. Growly Bear attacks back down the outside, but there's no way through there. Seat 1 gives him just about enough racing room. He gets the position. So Growly Bear back down to 6th place. So good little scrap there between them two. Good racing room as Callum and Firepower still close together. Obviously Nick Hash at the back now after that little spin he had earlier. So Callum still can't get Firepower off his case. Firepower still relentlessly attacking Callum here. No quarter given between the two. As the little pack of 4 go through Hawthorne down towards Westfield. Or pack of 3 now really, because Neil Farmack's slightly pulling away from these lot. As we look back at Callum and Firepower, this is the best battle on the track at the minute. Callum versus Firepower. Then Nick Hash should be closing up as well in the other Mazda. As Callum goes over the curb there, nice lines through there. Good stuff. As we look to the other battle, I see Growly Bear and Seat 1 still quite close. On to the straight we go. Seat 1 gets in the draft of Task 1, who must have made a little mistake out the previous corner, because he's got Seat 1 right behind him. As we look on board with Task 1, he defends the inside from Seat 1. And then Seat 1's going to try and go for the undercut, but no way through. Task 1 defends well, and he's going to try and defend the inside now, but Seat 1's up the inside. Growly Bear goes to the outside, but Growly Bear cannot get through. And then we go down the hill. Growly Bear tries to go on the curb and get through, but can't do it. As we still look on board with Task 1, who makes a little mistake there. Seat 1 goes up the inside. Seat 1 for the inside, then into the GP loop. On through Surtees. Straight through. Task 1 practically pushing him around the corner, not happy about that move, and now he's going to get in that draft of that BMW, because the 4-wheel drives have not got the speed compared to the rear-wheel drive. But he's got Growly Bear right behind him as well. Will Growly go for a move here? No, he won't. No way through. Just constantly pressuring Task 1 there, so Seat 1 into 4th place. Good move. Took advantage of the mistake. Growly Bear is still quite close to the back of Task, but can't quite get through. Into Dingledale. Again, no way through there as both cars go over the curb. As we look at Firepower, has now got Nick Hash to worry about, as well as trying to attack Callum. So Nick Hash making a comeback here. Into Dingledale, gets a good run. Will Firepower defend the inside? Yes, he will. Defends the inside from Nick Hash. No way through on that one. As we go on to the straight, Nick Hash will close up here. Will he go for a move into clear ways? No. Firepower says no, you won't, and keeps the position for now. But will Nick Hash get the overspeed on the 4-wheel on the Subaru? And yes, he does. Goes straight up the inside. Firepower just not as quick onto the straight. So last lap of the race now. Firepower down to 11th, Nick Hash up to 10th. Now will Nick Hash try and attack his teammate? We'll have to see near the end as we look at Task 1 and Growly Bear. They're still close. It's probably the best battle on track at the minute. Whoa. Close as you like into Surtees onto the GP loop. Task 1 gets a little bit of a worse run. The Evo's got some phenomenal acceleration initially out the corner and good grip, but it's got no top end speed. The fifth gear in that car is so long, so it cannot get the top speed in the Evo. As we go through Hawthorne, slightly kicking up the dust there. Will he go for the inside into Westfield? No, he's just having a little peek, but that's going to slow him down a bit. As you go down towards Dingledell, Task 1 defending the inside, bit of a twitch on there for Task 1 as well. Into Dingledell we go, last time. No way through there, but Bidzster's won the race. Bidzster weaves across the line. He's not seen much of him this race, but that's because he's been dominating proceedings. Well done to Bidzster, he wins the race. Jamo's going to come through for second place in the Lexus. Well-deserved drive there for Jamo in the Lexus. He crosses the line in second. And then we've got Neil Farmack followed by Seat 1, third and fourth. Well done to them. And then Growly Bear holds off Task 1 in the end for fifth place. So Growly Bear gets fifth place. We'll just get a quick replay on that actually, because I think they swapped. Okay, here's a replay from the last lap then of how Growly Bear got past Task 1, because I was half asleep on the line, I do apologise. But as we come out of here, Task 1 gets a bad run and Growly goes side by side with him down towards Clearways. It's going to be a battle on the brakes down here. Task 1 will not give up, but Growly Bear goes right round the outside and takes fifth place on the last corner. As TY crossed the line, then Stacker and then Callum, Nick Hash, and then Firepower brings off the 11. So we'll get those results confirmed for you now, guys, and the points. Okay, guys, here's the results from that one then. So Bidzster takes the win in that one then by a commanding lead from Jamo in second place. Then it was Neil who finishes in third. Seat 1 gets fourth. And then Growly Bear nicks fifth place on the line from Task 1 on that last lap. And then it's TY finishes in 7th, Stacker finishes in 8th position, Callum in an unlucky 9th there for that incident with Jamo on the first lap. Then we have Nick Hash in 10th position, and then Firepower in 11th. Bidzster with the fastest lap, a 1:28.4. And now we have the points, guys. So as you can see there on the Drivers' Championship, Bidzster takes the leads in the championship by 1 point from Callum in second place. Then it's Neil third on 120, and then Jamo fourth, 115, and Seat 1 on a century worth on fifth place. So then we've got the Teams Championship, which is being led by Callum and Nick Hash in the Mazdas, followed by the Team Spitfire. So as we come back from that then, your winner of this race is Bidzster. Not seeing much of him in this race, but he wins the race. And we'll see you guys next time for the special event, of which there will be 3 different tracks. So take care, guys.